Hey guys, I'm Parker. We're here in Aspen, Colorado, where we just received our new 2019 Playa Desert from Joulvert. Really excited to take this thing out for a spin, but before we do that, let's learn how to set it up. We put all the pieces out on the floor like this so we can see everything clearly. The bike comes about 90% assembled, so it's almost ready to ride. There's just a few things we have to do to get started. You want to make sure that you charge your battery. Right when it comes out of the box, Joulvert recommends that you charge it 3 times as long as you would for a normal charge. The first thing that we're going to do is snap up this post. It actually just locks right into place, just like that. Give it a little wiggle, make sure it's sturdy. Next step is we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to attach the handlebar to the post. You can just kind of slide the display out of the way, give it a few screws with your fingers just to kind of get it going. These screws just drop right in, goes in pretty easily. You want to make sure that your handlebars are nice and centered before you tighten it up. And then once you think you've got it in place, you can kind of flip the display back, and then your handlebars are good to go. All right, next thing is we're gonna grab the wheel, and then these 2 little pieces that come with it. These are little nuts to help keep it in place. This is gonna be the front wheel. The back one comes pre-assembled on the bike. This just pops right in, just like this. You wanna make sure that the brake on this side attaches to the disc. Then we take these pieces, these silver pieces, they kind of click in, rush like that. We wanna make sure that that notch is facing inside. That's gonna keep our wheel in place. Then we finish it off with these nuts. So this is like our universal bike tool that Joulvert has provided us. You can basically do everything that you need to do on the bike with this and a standard Allen wrench. We'll use this just to tighten off the wheels and get them ready to ride. Make sure it's super tight. Just to make things a little bit easier, we're gonna put the kickstand on. When we attach the kickstand, we wanna make sure that this bracket goes on the inside, just like that. Then we put our screws through this way, and they go right in for a really secure fit. Always nice to have a kickstand when you're out on the playa. All right, that's good to go. Let's put our pedals on. These are super quick, really easy. Again, we just need to use our universal bike tool to tighten them off once they're on. We'll start with the right one. Make sure that this washer is attached to the pedal before you put it in. And we screw from the inside, just like this. Make sure you hold the pedal in place. Just screw around like that. Get it nice and tight. That washer will keep this thing moving really nicely. Next up is gonna be the front fender. So we wanna make sure that the long side of the fender is on the back part of the front tire, just like this. We're gonna rest this here. Now, the way that we attach this is kind of a 2-part attachment. Our front headlight is going to mount directly with the fender on this same hole. So we use this one screw, just like this, goes through here, and then out the back side. Can be a little tricky to get in, but once it's there, you find the distance that you want, you just use this nut, and we finish it off. All right, that's looking nice and snug. Our headlight's on straight. We give a little bit of mobility here too if you want to adjust it, in case you want to point a little bit more down towards the road or straight ahead. Each Joulvert is going to come with these 2 back peg pieces. They're going to go down in case you have a secondary rider on the bike. We're going to put them down right here. They kind of fit in right over this rear axle. All right, that's looking nice and tight. Once those are on, we can put these little caps on. They're like little rubber stoppers. They're protective pieces to go over the bolts on the rear axle. Make sure that when you get your battery and it's fully charged, you put your keys in and have it in the unlock position. You put the battery fully into the bike. You want to make sure it slides perfectly down this track. This will keep your battery in place while you're riding. Once that's done, it's time to install the seat. Make sure that this is nice and loose. Install it to your rider height, and then you can crank this down. So now that we're fully installed, this bike is put together, put the key in to the ignition, flip it to on. Then we're gonna press our power button up here. This will power up the display. We've got a full charge on our battery. We're ready to ride.